What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 248, and we start today's episode off with a look at the league table. Now, as I mentioned in the last episode, I forgot to show it, so I apologise for that. Here's a look at the league table, though. As you can see, West Brom are top of the table by 2 points right now. We do have a game in hand, as do Everton, who are in third and only 4 points behind. Chelsea are in fourth with 47 points, and it's just a really tight title race right now, isn't it? With still a few games to go. In the Champions League, in the round of 16, we've been drawn against Bayer Leverkusen, the German side. Now, after seeing the tournament prize money email we got there, we also got drawn in the FA Cup as well. In the round of 16, we'll be taking on Burnley, and I definitely fancy our chance of getting through to the quarterfinals against that team. And also in the Capital One Cup, confirmation as I mentioned in the last episode, we'll be taking on Newcastle United. So yeah, there you go. That's the sort of the overview of the competitions right now. Of course, the FA Cup against Burnley won't be easy, but we are at home, and Burnley are rock bottom of the Premier League right now, and I think they're 7 points or possibly 8 points adrift of safety. So I definitely fancy our chances of possibly going through to the quarterfinals in that competition. In the league, of course, we are in second place, but do have a game in hand on West Bromwich Albion. In the Champions League, Bayer Leverkusen, that's going to be a tricky tie for us, but I still think we should be able to come out on top against the German side. So yeah, that's the overview of the competitions, and the first game of today's episode is against Spurs here in a North London derby at the Emirates Stadium. As you can see by the team as well, it was going to be Cristiano Ronaldo's first game, playing atop of the diamond. Now, fitting Ronaldo into this Arsenal team could be quite difficult, because the way we've been playing this year has been really good, but one player has disappointed me a little bit, and that's Ike Cech in the centre of midfield. Hasn't been doing too well, so what I've done is I've dropped Ozil to play central midfield with Savanier. Ramsey will be the holding midfielder, and Ronaldo will play top of the diamond, so we'll have to wait and see how he does there in the CAM slot. Still, we do take on Spurs for the first game of today's episode here in the North London derby, and the first goal will be scored by Arsenal as well, 8 minutes in. Who else but Mbanyang got the goal? And of course, Ronaldo is just, he's a guy on a mission to score as many goals as possible in his career. So coming into this Arsenal team where team play and teamwork is the main focus, would Ronaldo really fit into this Arsenal team? Well, of course, Niang is our main scorer for us. He always seems to get the goals, and he doesn't want to sort of lose that sort of title in this team as being our main goal scorer. And he shows Ronaldo just 8 minutes in, this is how it's going to be. I'm still going to be scoring the goals here. It's his 24th goal in the Barclays Premier League this season, and he does make it Arsenal 1, Spurs 0. So the perfect start to this North London derby. We do take the lead. Of course, on Niang we get the goal, and straight from kickoff, Niang does win us the ball back here and play it back towards Ryan Sarr. Sarr plays it through towards Aaron Ramsey. Ramsey finds Callum Chambers, who plays a brilliant chip through ball towards Niang, who flicks it on, beats Yedlin in the air, and who gets on the end of it? Cristiano Ronaldo, 10.5 minutes in, makes it Arsenal 2, Spurs 0, gets his first Arsenal goal for us in his first North London derby, in his first start, and it's Arsenal 2, Spurs 0. So Yedlin and Niang challenge it for in the air. It's actually Yedlin that flicked it back, so I thought it was Niang at first. It was Yedlin who flicked it backwards. Ronaldo ran onto it, won the header in the air, beat the goalkeeper, and made it Arsenal 2, Spurs 0. So the first goal in an Arsenal shirt for Cristiano Ronaldo, wearing the number 28, a throwback to his Sporting days. Obviously, Niang's not going to be taking off the number 7, so Ronaldo can wear number 28 like he wore at Sporting. And it is Arsenal 2, Spurs 0. In the 15th minute, though, Niang goes down the left-hand side, has a great chance to make it 3-0, plays the ball inside towards Ramsey, and Ramsey's shot goes just over the bar behind for a goal kick. And a few minutes later, another great chance for us to make it 3-0. We had a really bright start in this game. Callum Chambers, the right back on the ball here, keeps hold of the ball, plays it across the centre of the park, finds Aaron Ramsey, who just missed that chance. He picks out Luke Garbett. Garbett takes it around his man with the ball roll, keeps on going, drills in across to the far post, and in the centre, Rodrigo Lazzari turns it in and makes it Arsenal 3, Spurs 0. So 3-0 to Arsenal in this game. The little Italian making it 3-0 just 21 minutes in. And Spurs, man, like seriously, I said before, I really do like them as a team and everything, but on this game, they are so easy to score goals against. I don't know why it is exactly. It's just that they always seem to be exposed in the fullback positions when cutting inside, and that's exactly what happened there. Luke Garbett goes down the left-hand side, beats his man, drills in across, and Lazzari is not going to miss. So Arsenal 3, Spurs 0. Pochettino's side just could not defend against our attack, and when you got Niang and Lazzari up top, a really dominant strike partnership, and now Ronaldo added to the mix just behind them as well, you can't really blame them. They did go pretty close here in the 36th minute. Carboni had to make a good save and turn it behind for a corner, but just after the restart here, as Spurs give the ball away, we win it back. Ramsey finds Ozil, plays it through towards Rodrigo Lazzari, who's always going to have the pace on Fazio in a foot race, goes through one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and just coolly finishes the ball into the bottom corner and makes it Arsenal 4, Spurs 0, and gets his second goal of the game. So, Lazzari always feels like a bit of a, I don't know, I guess like a sidekick to Niang in this Arsenal team, and now Ronaldo's in the team as well. He's going to feel like a bit of a third wheel, but he's still really good at getting the goals when we need them. He gets his second goal of the game, his 11th goal in the Premier League League this season, and the 4th goal for Arsenal in this game. So Arsenal 4, Spurs 0, and Spurs' undoing was that they just could not defend. They were coming forward and getting themselves chances. There was another one there, Carboni making another good save. We kept on giving the ball away ourselves though as well. The possession was good, but the passing accuracy was poor. And as Holtby's on the ball here, he finds Dos Santos. Dos Santos plays it back inside towards Lewis Holtby. Holtby shoots, and again Carboni makes a really good save. So still Arsenal 4, Spurs 0 in this North London derby. And they were getting themselves chances, but for the most part it was a game which we dominated in terms of the shots we had and the possession as well. And as Welbeck goes down the left-hand side here, eventually cuts into the centre. Really good chance for us. He plays it through towards Lazari, looking for his hat-trick. Instead returns the favour, finds Danny Welbeck. First shot is blocked, comes back to Lazari, and if it wasn't for a great save by Gelios, Lazari would have been celebrating his hat-trick. So still Arsenal 4, Spurs 0. In the 90th minute though, Spurs come forward here looking for a consolation goal. Townsend finds Kyle Norton. Norton finds Dos Santos into Paulinho, but Carboni makes a really good save, and we get the ball away. Eventually it comes to Eduardo Vargas, and Vargas finds Lazari, and again we go on the break. Danny Welbeck gets tackled, but it comes to Lazari, back to Danny Welbeck here, lets it run for his legs, takes on Yedlin, beats him, puts him on the floor with a fake shot. Then another fake shot gets past Etienne Capoue, holds the ball up, gets himself inside, looking for his first goal off the bench, but Gelios makes the save and turns behind for a corner. But it was how the game would finish. Arsenal 4, Spurs 0. We get the job done, we get the win. A nice clean sheet for Carboni as well is really good, because of course just a couple of games ago, a couple of episodes ago, a QPR game must have been a pretty haunting experience for him, but he did do pretty well in that game, made quite a few good saves, and we did deserve the win in the end. So final score was Arsenal 4, Spurs 0. Great to win in Ronaldo's first game. Seeing him score his first goal for the club was really nice as well. And you know, again, he'll probably be playing top of the diamond in most games, and this one we've shifted him out to the left hand side. But that was just because we rested quite a few players, so I decided to change the formation as we had a big game against City on the weekend. And no disrespect to Stoke, but they're sitting in 19th place right now, so I definitely fancied our chances of winning this one despite resting a few players. So Ronaldo did play left mid, but again, I probably will stick with the same formation. I don't want to change the formation just because I signed a new player. I want to keep it as a 4-4-2 diamond central, but just for this one I thought I'd play him out wide because we were changing a few members of the first team. Still, we do take on Stoke, 42nd game of today's episode here, and as you can see by the team, there were quite a few changes made to the team we put out there, because of course we did have the City game on the weekend. I thought I'd rest some players. This one was taking place in midweek. So the first chance of the game would fall in the 13th minutes. Cristiano Ronaldo goes down the right hand side, beats Eric Peters. There was a lovely little elastico chop, gets himself inside with a quick little Berber spin. Lovely couple of skill moves by Ronaldo, but the shot is well saved by Jack Butland, and he denies the Portuguese forward from making it 2 goals in 2 games. So good save there. And from the corner, Ronaldo does cross the ball in, looks for Sonny Mario Williams, picks him out, and Mario Williams almost gets the first goal of the game, scoring against his former club. But it was still goalless. In the 33rd minute though, Stoke had a great chance to make it 1-0 from this free kick as Bojan was standing over it. Bojan does go for goal after the dummy runner and ends up hitting the bar, and Joel Campbell turns it behind for a corner. So Bojan very unlucky there not to give Stoke City the lead in this game, but it was still goalless going into the break. And 3 minutes after the restart here, Lassie on the ball for us plays a brilliant through ball towards Joel Campbell. What a ball that was by our German midfielder playing right back. Campbell cuts inside and shoots, but slips and puts the ball harmlessly over the bar and behind for a goal kick. But 9 minutes later, another great chance for us here as Danny Welbeck's on the ball, keeps hold of it, goes down the right hand side, taking on Eric Peters, back heels towards him by Niang. Niang's on the ball, fake shots round Teixeira, keeps hold of it, goes through and shoots from just inside the area. It takes a deflection, but Jack Butland does really well to turn it behind for a corner. So still Stoke City 0, Arsenal 0 there as we went pretty close. But from the corner, Campbell crosses the ball in, looks for him by Niang, he wins the header and it cannons off the bar, and eventually Stoke City get the ball away. So twice the woodwork have been struck in this game, first by Stoke and then by us. And going into stoppage time, it was still Stoke City 0, Arsenal 0. We just couldn't seem to break the deadlock in this game, and it looked destined to finish as a stalemate and a 0-0 draw. And from this corner, it was cleared away, but it comes to Lassie. Lassie has space to shoot, but it's blocked by his man. Niang keeps the chance alive. It comes to Lassie, who shoots. Brilliant save by Jack Butland. Then another brilliant save tonight, Danny Welbeck, but sadly for him, turning in the rebound is Raheem Sterling off the bench, and he makes it Stoke City 0, Arsenal 1. So in stoppage time, Stoke City denied a point against Arsenal thanks to a very, very, very unfortunate rebound for Sterling turning the ball in after Jack Butland made a couple of brilliant saves. And you just had to feel sorry for Butland there. A couple of fantastic saves, first against Lassie, then against Welbeck, but he just can't get to the third one quick enough, and Sterling turns it in. So he came off the bench, makes it Stoke 0, Arsenal 1, and that's only his second goal in the Premier League. As I said before, he hasn't scored too many goals for us since signing from Liverpool, but he's done his job whenever we've needed him to step up, and he scores there and makes it Stoke 0, Arsenal 1, and that could turn out to be a crucial 2 2 points gained with literally the last attack of the game. So final score, Stoke City 0, Arsenal 1. Delighted to get the 3 points. It wasn't the best of performances, but we came through with the win. That's the most important thing. And again, just that's what we've done this season. We haven't always been at our best. We keep on getting the points, keep on getting the wins when we need them, and that's exactly what we did here. But that is going to be the episode, guys. So as always, a big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the episode, then please do leave a like, and I will see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.